Hey, good afternoon, my kingdom sisters. Pastor Joyce, Coach Joyce, Dr. Joyce, Prophetess Joyce. Whatever it is you call me doesn't even matter right now because I'm here to talk to you about the upcoming Women in Ministry Masterclass. I'm here to encourage you, to urge you, to provoke you to be a part and enroll in this fall session of the Women in Ministry Masterclass. Why? Because number one, this masterclass is a mandate from God to me. My goal and my assignment for this season was to make sure that I was a part of the community that was going to be intentional about making sure that women are equipped, that they are encouraged, that they are inspired, that they get the tools that they need as a woman in ministry to move forward in a fuller expression of who they are called to be post-pandemic. I know that's a lot, but that's my mandate. Listen, in this pandemic, it is not just your assignment only to progress and to get things done, to write your book, to go back to school, to get your certifications post so you can have it for post-pandemic. That's excellent, that's great, that's a part of what we're supposed to be doing. But another part of that is to make sure that you are walking in the ministry assignment that God has called you to, that you are not going to backpedal and give in to fear or the fears that have left you and kept you in the background concerning your ministry. This masterclass is to push you forward into the woman of God that he's called you to be as a preacher, a teacher, an evangelist, a minister of the gospel, in whichever way God has called you with your oracle gifts and your assignment in the kingdom. This masterclass is intended to propel you forward. And I'm going to tell you all, if the fall session, or should I say if the summer session, is any indication as to what God is about to do with this fall class, you are going to be in for a treat and you do not want to miss it. My insides still are screaming, I am a doula. You have to be a part of the masterclass. That's an inside tip, I should say, inside, not even a joke. It's an inside insight to what God dropped in that masterclass through Reverend Carmen Avery Walker. Listen, Dr. Walker dropped such nuggets on us in that session about our call. Help us to understand if we were midwives, mentors, or a doula. And I realized in that session that I am a doula. The anointing on my life, how I serve, how I show up, my passion for this community is because I am a doula. And I am assigned and I'm anointed to help you through transition. That's who I am. And so listen, this masterclass is not something that we just put together to put together. God birthed this for the purpose of pushing you forward in your ministry assignments. And I understand that many of us have gone to seminary. We are a part of churches that may have classes for us to develop us. This is not to take away from any of that, but it is to further fuel you, expand you, increase your capacity in areas that those places may not have covered. Let me tell you just a little bit about what we covered in the last session. In the summer session, Reverend Hope Sutton came to talk to us about our mindset. Listen, we had to get our mind right before we try to do ministry. She talked to us about mindset. Pastor Nedger Buckmeyer talked to us about the power and the purpose of building authentic relationships. Listen, you are going to need your sisters while you are walking out this ministry. And many times we feel alone, we feel isolated, we feel like we don't have anyone. We don't feel like we're a part of the in crowd. We're not accepted for whatever reasons. She talked to us about that relationship component. Powerful, absolutely powerful, right? And then Reverend Christine Chavis talked to us about the power of prophetic intercession. Listen, if you're going to have a powerful ministry, you've got to have some intercession intertwined in your ministry. She taught us, and she taught us well in that session. Then we also have, trying to remember, I'm doing good remembering people by my name, by name and by memory. And then we also talked to the women of God. I said earlier, Reverend Carmen Walker talked to us about being mentored in ministry and what that really looks like. Many of us, when we're called, are looking for someone to teach us, to show us the way. Our pastors don't always have all the answers. They cannot give us the attention necessary to develop us in every single area in our ministry. So God calls these kind of classes together to help us to come together as sisters, iron sharpening iron, empowering one another through this method and through this means. And so I wanted to just really take time to let you know what we did on last session. I may be forgetting someone, but it will be counted to my head and not my heart. Michelle Johnson, she talked to us, Elder Michelle Johnson talked to us about resisting retreat. Oh my goodness, how do you navigate through ministry and keep going when you want to absolutely quit? I'm telling y'all, these classes are fire. And so this coming up session in the fall, I don't want you to slow drag, second guess. Should I invest? Oh my goodness. This is the season for you to invest in your ministry. So enroll for the MasterClass. Upcoming for the Fall Master Teachers with the Fall Master Session is going to be Pastor Sonia Adams. Pastor Sonia Adams is going to talk to us about navigating your ministry through the transition. When your ministry shifts, when God alters you, when you start out in ministry doing one office or one role, and then the shift comes and you have to make an adjustment from what you thought your idea of ministry was going to be, and then follow God in the next direction. And now he says turn right, and now he says go left. I walked that walk. We pastored for 15 years, and then God shifted us. How do you navigate those transitions when people have an idea of what ministry should look like for you? And then when you make that shift and people want to judge you because you shifted, how do you navigate that? Listen, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be powerful. And then we have Pastor Frida McCullough of Word and Season Ministries, my sister friend, my kingdom sister, powerful ministry there in Warner Robins, Georgia, excuse me. And she is a powerhouse, and she's going to be talking to us about emotional healing as a woman in ministry specifically, because our woundedness can often be different than the average lay member. As a woman in ministry, we hurt in different ways and in different places. Listen, she's going to talk to us about that emotional healing piece. It's going to be powerful. You don't want to miss it. And then last but certainly not least is Pastor Kimberly Jones. Y'all know Pastor Kimberly Jones, the woman of God, the prophetess, the one with the heart and passion for people, evangelism, healing and deliverance and breakthrough of Kimberly Jones Global, and also co-pastor with her husband of Prevailing Love Worship Center. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, it's going to be fire. Don't you miss it. Register right now, enroll right now at bit.ly/WIM MasterClass fall. All right, bit.ly/WIM MasterClass fall. I will see you in the space. 4 hours, 4 classes, 4 master teachers across 4 different days. We will meet on Tuesday nights at 7:30 p.m. beginning November the 10th, and we will have Saturday sessions at 9:30 a.m. So every Tuesday, starting on the 10th, it'll be at 7:30 p.m. And then on Saturday, it will be in the morning at 9:30 a.m. The following week, we'll repeat the same thing on Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. and then again on Saturday at 9:30 a.m. And then we're going to wrap it up. I will also be present teaching, and I'm going to talk about helping you to understand whether or not the ministry that you're feeling is a call or a curse, because sometimes you can wonder, depending on what you're going through and how you're navigating through your seasons of ministry. So I'm going to talk about that, this whole idea of being called to ministry and what that really means. It's going to be powerful. Why are you still here? Go enroll. Listen, hurry up. We only have a few spots left. People have been registering, and I want to make sure that all of my KSM ladies always get in first. You always know first. I let the alumni know first, and now I'm letting you all know that you need to take action and do so this week so we can take time, have enough time, I should say, to send everyone their access to the class. All right, I'll see you inside the master class. Don't delay, enroll today. I love you with the love of the Lord today and always. God bless you.